welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about my process of doing commissions. So the reason I've chosen this commission to talk about is because it's a bit of an interesting one in the way that the client doesn't really know what he wants, and rather than just taking artistic free rein, we decided to do a bit of a back and forth approach with some gentle hand holding to get the painting that he's the most happy with. So this gentleman approached me because he liked my style and my previous wildlife works, especially my owl paintings. So he asked for a kingfisher. So I did some small mock-ups of some little stationary kingfishers, one on hot press paper and one on cold press paper, just so he could choose which one he would want painting on. So if it's going to be behind glass, does he really want the texture, is he not fussed? What does he prefer? I'm happy working on both. So I also did the kingfisher in its more natural environment, so with the reeds, but then I did another one which is a bit more minimalist, with a simple background, but I knew he wanted a bit more water texture. So I was getting the vibe he wasn't like super thrilled with them. Like, he was really polite about it and was like, oh yeah, they're fine. But I had the feeling it wasn't like a hell yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I'll try this again. I don't think I'd captured like the essence of it, so before I started, I emailed him and went, what is it that you really like about a kingfisher? He said it's the iconic blue colour that just stands out when they dart across the landscape. So I did another 2 mock-ups, focusing more on the wings and the back because it is such a beautiful blue. But I always really liked the orange as well. And again, a hot and cold pressed paper, which he just didn't ever commented on. I sent some really close-up shots of the pictures and he just didn't really talk about it. But yeah, he really liked the bird sitting because you can really like enjoy the colours and really take it in. But he really liked like the blue splatter and going for it. So that's what I'm going to give today. I'm not worried if it's not entirely perfect. I don't mind doing 2 pieces. We're just going to give this a try, and if it works, great. If not, not to worry, we will deal with it later. The lovely gentleman didn't mention if he wanted the bird flying or not. He just liked that there was a bit more splatter and a bit more paint movement. So I'm going to do this, but I fully accept that that might not be what he wants. He might then decide it's not quite right. So I did send him the sketch, but it's really difficult to see from a sketch what the finished outcome is going to be. I didn't want to send him some digital mock-ups I did on my iPad, just because I didn't want to confuse him or him to worry that's what it's going to look like, whereas some people would completely understand. Sometimes that is just like a difficult thing you've got to like move around and work with. So yeah, so I've just got these 2 pictures, paintings standing up here. Bless him, he just hasn't commented on what he really likes about like individual pieces, individual little aspects of the paintings, which is fine. He doesn't know the process, he just likes the end outcome, and it just means I have creative freedom, and that's great. So yeah, this might not be what he wants, so you might see me paint another one in this video, 2-in-1 video, that might be special, but I'm just loving it. I'm just loving the process. I've got my audiobook on and I'm really happy, so let me continue.
I think you might want something a bit bigger or a bit more dynamic, which is why I might have enjoyed this one or liked it. But we shall see. Sometimes it's tricky working with people who don't know how to articulate why they like something, like about art. They don't know how to talk about it, so when they say they like it and they go, oh, they like the colour, they just might not be confident. So yeah, I'm not worried if this isn't what he wants or he's not entirely happy with it, because I love it, I can keep it or I can sell it on, that's not an issue. And I'm still getting used to doing commissions. I'm still learning how to word and how to work with people and like really decipher what they want and what they mean. So it's day 2, I've slept on the piece and decided to make some mild changes. I'm just using clean water, wetting the page, and then using just a paper towel just to lift the paint, and over time it does do that, but sometimes you have to rub the paper a little bit, and then just adding paint back over the top. Despite being much happier now that I've lifted the leaf out of the painting, I still wasn't entirely convinced this was the right painting for the client, so I decided to re-sketch out a new idea and actually properly thumbnail it on my iPad this time, so I could get a better balance of colours and maybe a bit more background info, but I still want to keep it even. I want to try and make it even more loose. So this is a really quick painting process, the video of what I did for my next piece, which I actually am really happy with, and it turned out even better than I expected. So enjoy watching. yeah, so I think this is it. I think I'm so much happier with this one. Yeah, so this is the original, the first one I did, and as you can see, it doesn't compare. This is so much more lively. This is just so much more the splat. It's got movement in it. The colours are right. So I really like this one. I really do. And I prefer it now that I've taken the leaf out of it. I think it looks so much more central focused. It's not sliding off the page. But I might keep it to me or I might sell this on. That's absolutely fine. And so it means so much to get something that I know is someone's going to really enjoy. Yeah, so I'm still getting used to it. I don't mind redoing work because I want it to be perfect. So yeah, I'm really happy. I think it looks beautiful. You probably shouldn't really brag too much about your work, but I really feel like I did this. What? So yeah. Thank you for watching what might accidentally be a long video. And this painting process. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to get your comments on what you think on both of them. So comment down below what you think of both pieces, and I'd love to read through them. Any critique is great, so thank you very much for watching. See you next time.